Welcome, Catanian. Sit back, stroke a sheep, and let's get into how to play Catan, Console Edition. The aim of Catan is to collect victory points. The first player to amass 10 victory points wins the game. What are victory points, and how do I get them? Building. Building in Catan is fundamental to your success. So understanding how building works is probably going to help you build your way to victory. Players build settlements, roads, and cities, competing against each other to settle across the island of Catan. Word to the wise. Where you place your first settlements can give you a tactical advantage. When a player rolls the dice at the start of their turn, the number rolled is used to determine which hex terrain generates resources. For example, if you roll a 6 and have a settlement on a wheat hex with a number 6 above it, you will receive wheat. Players gain 1 resource for each settlement and 2 resources for each city. When you've gathered the resources you need, you can build. You build by paying the cost shown on the building cost card. The resources used are then returned to the bank. You can build roads adjacent to any settlements or cities you have, or next to your other roads. If you build a road of at least 5 lengths, you will earn the reward Longest Road, which is worth 2 victory points. Nice. Beware though, another player can take those victory points from you if they then build a longer road than yours. Sad times. Settlements can be built on the intersections between hexes, but must follow the following rules. You can build a settlement on an unoccupied intersection, but only if none of the 3 adjacent intersections contain a settlement or city already. Your settlement must always connect to 1 or more of your own roads. To build a city, you pay its cost as shown on the building cost card and choose a currently placed settlement to be upgraded to a city. Well, now you know the fundamentals of building. Knowledge is power, right? If you want to learn about trading and the mysteries of rolling a 7, watch the next video. See you down the road, Catanian. Welcome back, Catanian. To build, one requires resources. If you don't have the resources you need, trading with your fellow Catanians or at ports could prove very useful. Then there's rolling a 7. What's that all about? Let's find out. Trading. Trading is encouraged on Catan, as driving a hard bargain won't help you when it's you in need. The player whose turn it is can initiate a trade. Once you have proposed a trade, let's say, for example, you are willing to trade 2 lumber for 1 ore, the other players can then accept, reject, or counter your offer. Alternatively, you can trade at the ports. This is called a maritime trade. This tends to not be such a great deal, as you need to trade 4 resources of the same kind to the bank for 1 resource of your choice. You can, however, gain more favorable maritime trading ratios by building settlements next to the harbors around the coastlines of the island. 7s. 7 is a magic number in the world of Catan. When a 7 is rolled, all players with more than 7 resources must select half of them to return to the bank. Then, whoever rolled the 7 must move the robber to a hex of their choice, stealing resources from a player of your choice with a settlement or city there. Also, and this is pretty neat, while the robber is on your opponent's hex, they will not earn resources from that hex. All right, Catanian, you should now be a master of trading and 7s. And if you're not, you'll get there eventually. I believe in you. If you want to expand your mind further and learn about development cards, join me in the next video for the final installment of these tutorials. You've made it to the final part of the tutorial, and I thought Gregor was the smart one on the island. Anyway, let's talk about development cards. There are 3 types of development cards. Knight cards allow you to move the robber as if you had rolled a 7 and steal from another player. And remember, this also stops their hex from producing resources. This can be a powerful tactical move. If you play 3 knight cards during a game, you earn the largest army reward. The largest army reward can be taken from you by other players, like the longest road reward, if another player plays 4 or more knight cards. Progress cards can be played to gain their effect. Use them as you wish, but they are handy for getting you out of a sticky situation. Once played, they are then removed from the game. Knight cards and progress cards cannot be used on the turn on which they were purchased. Victory point cards are kept hidden from other players and are revealed when you have 10 victory points to win the game. To buy a development card, pay the cost shown on the building cost card, and you will be dealt a card from the deck. When you have completed your turn, play then moves on to the next player and continues until someone has 10 victory points on their turn. That player is then the winner. And that's how you play Catan. For further help, please play through the tutorials and read the almanac for detailed information. And that's your guide to learning the game of Catan.